Up next, we got a haul, you all, right after this. Here at Cheap Ass Movie Review, we like to get some cheap ass movies, and there's nothing cheaper than some of the films I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Now, I do have a bit of a Dollar Tree haul, but first we're going to start with Tybrisa Books. Tybrisa Books is a local bookstore here in town, and they have their videos for $2 each. You never know what you're going to get. It's a used bookstore. They get used DVDs. Sometimes I remember one time they had a stack of VHSs, incredible amount of VHSs. But just missed out on that VHS of Star Wars. Anyway, these are three that I picked up there. 2-disc special edition of the Hulk. Now, this is Ang Lee's Hulk. It's a little more headier. It's more about daddy issues and things than the Hulk. And the Hulk doesn't really fight anybody, and the Hulk's there. And the best parts are when the Hulk's there, and Nick Nolte just got paid to, like, do stage performance if you watch the movie, so it's really kind of a weird movie. It kind of insulted comic book fans at the time because X-Men 2 had just come out. It came out the weekend before. X2, I'm trying to think of that wasn't the Last Stand. Anyway, the second X-Men movie, X-Men 2, had come out the weekend before. And I remember everybody talking about it and being so enthralled because it teased the Dark Phoenix saga and at the very end of it. And it was just like a great comic book in that you were thrown in, and we're talking about X2 now, you were thrown into the middle of it without knowing the beginning, without knowing the end. They didn't care. They just went on. And that's what the successful Marvel movies did later. I mean, come on, guys. It's not rocket science. It was comic books. So anyway, the next weekend, the very next weekend, The Hulk by Ang Lee came out. Award-winning director. I think he'd already been nominated, may have not won for Oscar for a movie by then. Might have been At the End of the Days, or At the End of the Days, or whatever that movie was with Anthony Hopkins. Anyway, Ang Lee directed this. Got a great cast in it. Eric Bana, just a great cast overall. Could have been a lot better than it was, but it was really cool. But he kind of did this little goofy comic booky kind of thing where he did panels and showed multiple panels and stuff. And people of the comic book industry felt like, especially after the X-Men movie just coming out, that he was kind of making fun of us. And people didn't receive it very well. And the movie wasn't received very well. And it did a really good box office opening weekend. Second weekend tanked. And nothing tells you a movie's going to do bad than that second weekend box office with nothing. But it's still a collector's piece, still something to have. And for $2, I picked up the Hulk. So there you go. Also, Big Fish, which is one of Tim Burton's biggest movies, which I have not seen. And I know people are going to be mad about that. I'm sorry. It just never appealed to me. But I'm going to give it a shot because people talk about this as their favorite movie, their favorite Tim Burton film. But for some reason, it didn't resonate with me at the time, but I'm going to give it a shot. Also, Blood and Chocolate, which is a werewolf film, which I haven't seen either, for those horror people that are watching. And I'm going to check that out and see what it's like. I like a good werewolf story, and I hope that is one. Now, at Dollar Tree, just happened to pop through there with my wife, and they had just quite a few videos, and I thought, man, I'm going to pick some of these up. And I did. We got clean skin, excuse me, Sean Bean, clean skin with Sean Bean, and I was actually impressed with the packaging in this one because it's got like an imprinted reversible kind of case, so you can kind of see Sean Bean there, or Scene Bean, as my grandpa used to say. He used to call Sean Connery Scene Connery. But anyway, that looked good. Also, Distorted with John Cusack and Christina Ricci, which I'm looking forward to watching. Here lately, John Cusack's been playing just heinous people in movies. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But definitely an all-star cast and worth a shot. Extraordinary Mission from the director of Internal Affairs. Extraordinary Mission, a first-rate action film with some no names, and I'm looking forward to see. Usually, if it's like by Magnet or one of those, you can kind of tell. This isn't a Magnet picture, but I can't read the logo because it's printed in red. Red on black, not a good idea, guys, but it's hard to read. So we'll just let it go at that. But send it a die game or something in there as well. Also, The Host, which is by the people that made, or by the author that made the Twilight Saga, and you know, that's worth checking out. I mean, the films weren't bad. Me and my wife actually caught the end of the second Twilight film, waiting for another film to come on, and we were like, man, this was pretty good. That was better than, the end of that was better than the rest of the movie that we saw. But you know, I mean, people enjoy those films. They have an audience. I know some guys don't, and you know, and I'm not big on glittery vampires. Didn't think that was a smart thing, and it all seems like kind of a ripoff of Dark Shadows to me. But anyway, we're going to try out The Host and see what she's got to offer with that. Into the Ashes stars Luke Grimes, Robert Taylor, James Bagdell, and Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo is why I'm picking this up. Frank Grillo, who was Crossbones in the Marvel movies, and I thought he was a great actor and wished he'd had more to do in those movies. Maybe he will, who knows. Anyway, maybe with Winter Soldier and all that coming up, he might have something. But Into the Ashes, Frank Grillo, looks like a good time. For a buck, definitely a good time. And Mortal Kombat Legacy. This was a TV series, and I didn't even realize it was a TV series. I didn't know this happened. I don't know where I was sleeping, but didn't hear about this at all. So looking forward to that, because it's like 12 hours of content. Then also the Standoff at Sparrow Creek. Ooh, I gotta learn how to talk. The Standoff at Sparrow Creek, which nobody jumps out in the cast, but it's from the producers of Bone Tomahawk, and it will keep you guessing, it says. But I was impressed that the Dollar Tree had it, and it had a slip case. So it had a nice slip case to it. I think it's kind of a bare bones DVD release in here, Blu-ray release. Recently somebody asked me about cases, which cases I liked better, and I'll probably have to say the Black Manta Ray DVD cases, because you could have bigger art. So I know these, when they were blue and they had the reds for the HD, and I never even tried the HD ones. I was stuck with Blu-ray all the way. I'm a Sony boy. And anyway, I was Sony and Apple. I'm kind of a Sony person. But anyway, it's got a great case, and it's fine, but I do like the big black Manta Ray cases better. But anyway, that was kind of the haul video, just a quick haul, go through some of this stuff. I hadn't really done one in a while, just a quick haul of some of the stuff I picked up. Just wanted to let you know what was going on with that. So if you have any suggestions or anything you want to know, or ask me in the questions down there, type something. We'll talk, we'll dialogue, we'll have something going on. I'll be happy to talk to you about it.